In the wild, the lion often walks alone, not because he is weak, not because nobody accepts him, but because he understands something most creatures never will. Peace is more valuable than attention. And maybe that is the most important life lesson you will ever hear. There was once a young lion named Kael. He lived among a large pride deep inside the golden savanna. Every day was filled with noise, lions fighting for dominance, others showing off their strength, some competing for attention, some pretending to be fearless. Kael watched all of it quietly. He was different. While the others roared loudly, Kael listened to the wind. While they fought over pride and power, he wandered alone near the cliffs at sunset. The other lions mocked him for it. "You act weak," they laughed. "A real lion stands with the pride." But Kael never answered. He simply walked away. Deep inside, Kael carried a strange feeling. He felt exhausted around constant noise, the fake smiles, the endless competition, the need to prove something every second. It made him tired. So he chose silence, and silence made others uncomfortable. One dry summer, food became scarce. The pride grew desperate. Arguments turned into fights. Brothers betrayed brothers for scraps of meat. Loyalty disappeared the moment hunger arrived. Kael watched carefully. For the first time, he understood something painful. Most relationships survive only during easy times. Hardship reveals everyone. One night, the strongest lion in the pride challenged Kael publicly. "If you keep avoiding us, you don't deserve to stay here," he growled. The pride gathered around them, waiting. Some wanted blood, others wanted entertainment. Kael stared at the lion calmly. Then he turned around and walked away into the darkness. The pride exploded with laughter. "Coward!" But Kael never looked back. That night changed his life forever. Alone beneath the stars, Kael walked farther than ever before. The savanna became colder. The nights became longer. There were moments he doubted himself, moments he missed belonging somewhere, because loneliness can feel heavy, very heavy. But something strange also began to happen. For the first time in his life, he could hear his own thoughts clearly. No noise, no drama, no competition, just silence. And in that silence, Kael became stronger. Days turned into months. He learned to hunt alone, how to survive storms alone, how to heal wounds alone. Every hardship sharpened him. Meanwhile, the pride he left behind became weaker. Their endless fighting destroyed trust between them. They depended too much on each other's approval. Kael depended only on discipline. One evening, while walking near the river, Kael saw an old lion resting beneath a tree. The lion's body was covered in scars, but his eyes were peaceful. "You walk alone," the lion said softly. Kael nodded. The old lion smiled. "Good." Kael looked confused. The old lion continued. "The world teaches everyone to follow crowds, but lions," he whispered, "become kings the moment they stop needing validation." Those words stayed inside Kael forever. Years passed. Kael became larger, stronger, wiser. But his greatest strength was no longer his body, it was his mind. One brutal winter, a violent storm struck the savanna. Rain flooded the land, animals disappeared, fear spread everywhere. Kael returned near his old pride after many years, and what he saw shocked him. The lions who once mocked him were terrified, weak, lost. Without constant support from others, they did not know how to survive. But Kael did.
because solitude had trained him. While others feared silence, he had mastered it. During the storm, Kael guided lost cubs to safety. He found shelter for injured lions. He hunted alone through dangerous winds to feed starving families. And suddenly, the same lions who once laughed at him now looked at him with respect. Not because he demanded attention, but because true strength never needs to announce itself. After the storm ended, one young lion approached Kael carefully. "Why do you still prefer walking alone?" he asked. Kael looked toward the endless horizon glowing beneath the sunset. Then he answered quietly, "Because being alone taught me who I really am." Silence. That was the real lesson. The lion does not walk alone because he hates others. He walks alone because he refuses to lose himself in noise. And maybe that is what many people today are missing. The world is full of distractions. Everyone wants approval, attention, validation. People are afraid of sitting alone with their thoughts, afraid of silence. But growth often happens in isolation. The strongest minds are built in lonely seasons. Not every path needs company. Not every dream requires applause. Sometimes, walking alone is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that your soul has outgrown chaos. Like the lion, the moment you stop chasing acceptance, you finally become free.